Alright, I wanted to go over how to create all of the shortcodes, so button styles, slider, and dividers, all of that stuff. So let's go ahead and just create a page and start demoing all of those. So let's call this one shortcodes, and I'm going to go ahead and publish this. Let's view this page. Alright, so the first thing to note is all the shortcodes are these buttons right here, and if you hover over them, they'll tell you what they are. So the first one's add a button, next one's checklist, and so on. So the first one, button, is pretty cool. If you click it, it'll give you the options. So you have your choice of light or dark, and you can add your link. So let's go ahead and do like google.com. You can do a target if you want. So if you want to open a new window or this current window, however you want, we'll leave that blank. I'm going to duplicate this one so you can see both the light and the dark button. So for the first one, let's go ahead and do light. And the second one, let's make it dark. And you can't have light or dark in there. You have to have, one or the other. Just to note. And let's update this and see our first shortcode. Oh, sorry, I zoomed in. So, let's see. I need to do one more space. Alright, so we have our light button and our dark button right there. And, they should both link to google.com. They do. And the shortcodes are pretty easy. I'll show you another one, checklist. For example, you can just, add another bullet, subtract another bullet. It's all really simple. We'll preview the checklist now. And you have this little builder. So let's do the divider. That's the last one. So we'll divide these two. And then refresh it. And we get this little divider. And then I want to spend a little more time on the column layouts and the slideshows. So the columns, you just click half, for example, and then half. And one thing to note is that it says half last equals no. Obviously, if it's a last column, you'll want to mark that yes. So we'll do half and then half. And click update. And then we have two columns that are half width. And so for instance, if we did 1/3 column, 1/3 column, 1/3 column, the only one that's marked last yes is the third one. And in the documentation, I'm going to paste all of the column layouts for you so you can see that demo that I did. See how we have the 3 columns for that. And then the other cool one is, add a slider. If you click that, it'll automatically set everything up for you. So you'll have a couple options. One, how long you want each slide to play. Do you want it to autoplay or not, true or false? Choose one of those. And do you want to show the controls or not? As far as the thumbnails, we'll put true. And then you have options for the slider images and captions. I happen to have 2 images ready already, so I'm just going to plug them in. You can upload an image or however you want to, add the images to these slides. Basically, you just paste the URL of the image, and you're going to want them to be the same size. And you can add a caption if you want. Add a caption. Oh, here is a caption. And I'll add that to both of them. And if you want to add another slide, you just simply duplicate the slide and make sure that these aren't touching. There needs to be a space in between. Otherwise, it won't display correctly. And let's update this and see how it's going to display. So, this is our slider. Pretty cool.